Welcome students. In this video, we will be discussing about various ports that are present on your computer. So what is a port? Port is basically a connection between your external devices and your computer. Okay. So if you see on your computer screen, these are the various ports that are present on your back of your CPU. The first port that we will be studying about is a serial port. So one thing that you need to remember about a serial port is that it transmits or transfers one bit of data at a time. Bit is a unit in which the data is measured. One bit and 8 bits form 1 byte of data. Remember, we are talking about 1 bit here. So serial port is going to transfer 1 bit of data at a time, and it is used for devices which do not require high speed data transmission. It is used to connect modems. It is used to connect modems, hence it is also called a communication port. Next we have a parallel port. A parallel port is going to transfer several bits of data at one time. Unlike serial port in which only one bit of data is transmitted at a time, in parallel port, several bits of data is transmitted at a time. And it is used for devices that require high speed data transmission. So just like printers, you have scanners, all these are connected on this port, which is a parallel port. Okay. Next, we have a universal serial bus USB ports, which are very common these days. Most of your USB devices are connected to this USB port. You can connect your phone, you can connect your pen drives, you can connect keyboard, mouse, printers, you can connect your phone to this port, and these ports also supply power to the devices that are connected to your computer. So you might have seen that when you connect your phone to your computer, you can also use this port as a charging port to charge your phone. So it is that is why we call that these are also that is why we say that these ports also supply power to the devices. Next we have PS2 port. PS2 port is basically a connector which was developed by an IBM, and it is a legacy port now because these ports are been replaced by USB ports now, because most of your keyboards and mouse, they are now USB enabled, means you can connect to USB port now. Next you have a FireWire port. What is this FireWire port? FireWire port is used to connect camcorders and video equipments to your computer. So basically this FireWire port is faster than your USB port. Okay. Next you have a VGA port. VGA port is used to connect monitors and projectors to your computer. It is very similar to the serial port. If you see the serial port, it is very similar to this, but difference is the serial port is going to have pins and a VGA port has holes in it. Okay. Next you have an HDMI port. HDMI port is a high definition multimedia port, and it is used to connect your gaming consoles and high definition cameras to your computer. Next, you have an Ethernet port. If you want to connect your computer to a network, you plug in your telephone cable to this Ethernet port. So it is also called a networking port or RJ45 connector. Next, you have an audio port. There is line in, line out, and microphone port. So line in is used to connect your external audio device to the computer. Line out, it allows the speakers or headphones to be connected to the computer. And you have a microphone port. It is used to connect your microphone, which is used for recording anything on your computer. So students, these are all ports that are present on your CPU. If you have computers at your home, you can just take a look at the back of your CPU and try to identify all the ports, and you should know how each port looks like and what is the use of each port on your CPU. Next topic that we will be studying about is the input devices, which comes under the category of external hardware. External hardware means which is not present inside the computer, they are connected externally to your computer. So in external hardware, you have three categories. One is an input device. Input devices are going to give input to your computer. Output devices on which you view your output from the computer. And storage devices, as you all know, it is used to store your files and your data on your from your computer. So under the input devices category, you all know these are the various input devices. Is a keyboard, mouse and a scanner, microphone, light pen and digital camera. So first is a keyboard. Keyboard, you know, or you should know what are your typing keys. You have control keys. Control keys are control, alt, Windows logo key, escape key. They are the examples of control key. Typing keys, all the alphabet keys, number keys, special character keys, space bar, caps lock, they all come under the category of typing keys. Next, you have function keys. All the function keys, you know, F1, F2 till F12, there are all, they are all function keys that are present on your keyboard. Then you have navigation keys. Navigation keys means which are used to move through your documents or to edit the text. So all the arrow keys that are present on your keyboard, your delete, insert key, page up, page down, home key, end key, they all come under the category of navigation keys. So there is a numeric keypad. If you see on the right side of your keyboard, that is a numeric keypad. It consists of numbers from 0 to 9 and arithmetic operators and a decimal point. They are all numeric keypad keys. Next input device is a mouse. Mouse is a pointing device. As you know, you want to select anything, you want to move any items on the screen, you use a mouse for that. There are three types of mouse. One is a mechanical mouse, optomechanic mouse, and optical mouse. Out of all these three, optical mouse is the most efficient mouse and most expensive also. Mechanical mouse, it has a metal or a rubber ball on the bottom of your mouse. Then you have an optomechanic mouse. It use optical sensors. Optical mouse, it uses laser technology. That is why it is an expensive mouse. Since it's using a laser technology, that is why it is more efficient and more sensitive mouse. Next, you have a scanner. Scanner, you know, you want to scan anything on your computer. That is the task of a scanner. So there are three types of scanners. So one is a drum scanner, flatbed scanner, and a handheld scanner. So drum scanner is an efficient scanner, but it is also an expensive one. It uses this technology called photo multiplier tubes. So students, you know what does a scanner do? What does it do is you place a document, you have a hard copy of a document, means you have a page, you want to transfer or you want to view that page on your computer, you use a scanner for that. You place your document on your scanner, press the scan button, and then you can view that page on your computer screen. So what you are doing, you are converting the hard copy to a soft copy using a scanner. So the first category is a drum scanner. It is using this photo multiplier technology. You should remember the full form of PMT, which is photo multiplier tubes technology. These type of scanners are basically used in publishing industries where books are being printed, high quality magazines are printed. These drum scanners are used in publishing industry. Next, you have a flatbed scanner. Flatbed scanner is the most commonest used flat scanner. Mostly we do have it at our home. Most of the printers come with these kind of scanners. These uses a technology of charged coupled technology to read the data. So what you do is, in a flatbed scanner, the object is placed upside down on a glass window, and then there is a bright light that is illuminated that converts the text into digital data on your computer, and then you can see that particular file on your computer screen. Next, you have a handheld scan, barcode scanners. If you go shopping to any malls, you might have seen there is a barcode, and they use a handheld scanner, means a small scanner which can be held by the hand, and they just place that scanner on the barcode. That is called a barcode scanner or a handheld scanner. Next is a microphone. As you all know, it is used to record and store voice on the computer, and the file format in which the recorded sound is stored is WAV.